Today we will study about cell, and the topic that we will cover are as follows. Introduction to the cell. Discovery of the cell. Types of cells such as eukaryotic cell and prokaryotic cell. Cell theory. First of all, let's begin with the introduction to the cell. The cell is the basic unit of all living organisms in the world. Whether those organisms are plants, animals, bacteria, or humans, the fundamental unit of all life is the cell. Now, let's move on to how the cell was discovered. Before discussing the discovery, let me share a bit of history. There was a scientist named Galileo Galilei who discovered an instrument called the microscope. The word microscope is derived from two words, micro, meaning small, and scope, meaning to see. This instrument allows us to observe small organisms that we cannot see with the naked eye, such as bacteria and viruses. Let's move back to the discovery of the cell. In 1665, a scientist named Robert Hooke used this microscope to examine cork. Through the microscope, he observed small pores in the cork. He noticed many small compartments, which he named cells. Do you know that the term cell comes from the Latin word cella, which means small room? Thus, Robert Hooke is credited with the discovery of the cell. Now, let's discuss the types of cells. There are two main types of cells, eukaryotic cells, prokaryotic cells. Eukaryotic is derived from two words. In eukaryotic cells, EU means true and karyon means nucleus. Prokaryotic is also composed of two words. In prokaryotic cells, pro means before or false. It is indicating a lack of a true nucleus. Let me tell you the difference between them one by one. Prokaryotic cells are found in unicellular organisms. Eukaryotic cells are found in both unicellular and multicellular organisms. Prokaryotic cells do not contain any membrane-bound organelles, such as mitochondria and endoplasmic reticulum, etc. Eukaryotic cells contain membrane-bound organelles. Prokaryotic cells undergo asexual reproduction. Eukaryotic cells undergo both asexual and sexual reproduction. Examples of prokaryotic cells include bacteria and cyanobacteria. Examples of eukaryotic cells include plants, animals, fungi, and protists. Now, let's discuss cell theory. The development of cell theory is credited to two scientists, Schleiden and Schwann. There was also another scientist, Rudolf Virchow, who made significant contributions to cell theory. That's why it is said that these three scientists contributed for cell theory. Cell theory has three main points. Point number one, all living organisms in the world are made up of cells, whether they are plants, animals, fungi, algae, or bacteria. Point number two, the cell is the basic structural and functional unit of organisms. This means the cell is the fundamental unit of structure and organization for all living things. Point number three, new cells are created from previously existing cells. This process occurs through the cell cycle, which consists of two types, mitosis and meiosis. If you would like to learn more about how cells are formed, I have created a separate lecture on this topic, as well as one detailing the differences between mitosis and meiosis.